Hello, friends. This is Sandeep Sharma. I am the co-founder of Kabil Bano. How are you doing? It's been a great journey that we have interacted with you, let's say, since the last 3 or 4 months. And we wanted to schedule this mock webinar so that all the students can get a feel of what a webinar is like. See, remember, I have been a guest lecturer to many colleges, and most of the students have seen either me or they have seen Imtiaz. So Imtiaz is my partner and co-founder. So most of the students have either seen both of us or either me or just Imtiaz. So those are examples of seminars. So what we are trying to do through this particular web-based seminar is that we are trying to reach out to a lot of students, and we would also be connecting a lot of with the students. And a lot of industry professionals would speak to you about what their company is into, what their company does, how is their industry, what is the need for engineers, especially freshers, what are the selection processes, and how you should perform, what are the selection process steps, and how you should perform in those selections. So all this information, crucial information, would be shared with you, all the students, let's say on a monthly basis. Students, you remember that we would give you the opportunity to attend 12 webinars. So first, we would be lining up webinars for you. So ideally, 1 or 2 webinars per month would be lined up for you. We would request you to please attend those webinars on a serious note and behave yourselves during the webinar. And maybe you can also chat with the respective industry professionals, and you can also ask any questions, and we would encourage the industry professionals to share their contact details with you. And you can obviously send in your questions either to us or to the industry professionals, and we would encourage a lot of industry interactions. So having said this, let me just put forth a few updates in front of you so that each one of you is aware of what's going on. The first thing is that there are more than about 2,500 students which have already signed up with us. However, there are only, let's say, about 1,700 or 1,800 students which have logged on Schoology platform. Now, we would request all of you to join the Schoology platform, because this is one platform which we are using to communicate with all the students. So I would request all of you to at least log on to the particular platform. We have heard from many students, we have received emails and we have received WhatsApp messages from many students that they haven't yet received the email. I would request all the students who have not received their emails to check their spam folders once, because most of the times the email goes onto your spam folders. So please check your spam folders once, and even if you've not received your emails, please let me know. Please send an email to Sheetal, SHEETAL .pillai, @kabilbano.com. So that's the point that I was trying to make. And please send your emails, send your contact details to Sheetal. We would send the as we move ahead. Heard from many training and placement officers that the students are not taking the courses very seriously. Now, at this point in time, as we speak, today is 3rd of October, and you must clearly remember that the employability skills test would be scheduled around, let's say, the 3rd week of December or the 1st week of January. So we don't have too much time left, especially the students who are really serious in their lives about their careers and who want really a job after they graduate. They should really start preparing from now onwards, and they only have about 2 or 3 months. So I understand that there is a heavy pressure on you as far as your curriculum is concerned, but you must also, let's say, devote 15 to 20 minutes for our courses as well. Currently, there are 5 online courses which are live, and we had received many requests from many training and placement officers that already the students are down with a lot of curriculum based courses, and we should be giving them at least some time before they can actually start studying our courses as well. So that's why we said we would not put all the 9 online courses live at one point of time. We would give them one by one. So that is why you see 5 online courses. Now, how you should study these courses, maybe take out just 15 minutes per day. Ideally, download one video per day and study that particular video for one day. I mean, that's not too much that I'm asking from all of you. So you can study that one video per day, and I hope that with one video, at least your skills will improve definitely a certain up to a certain level. So I would request all of you to take the courses very, very seriously, and we are committed to provide three placement opportunities to each and every student who clears our employability skills test with 60% marks. That would be held in either December or January. So please take the courses very seriously. Those students, those friends of yours who have not yet logged on to the Schoology platform, I would request all of you again to log on to the Schoology platform, because that is really, really important for the students. Not only for the students, but also for us. You clearly know our business model. So until unless we don't place you, we don't have our revenues. So I would request all of you to log on to the Schoology platform. And so this was the second point that I was trying to make. And the third point is that we are going to schedule another mock session on Monday. So there might be many students who might not be receiving or who might not have logged onto the portal yet, and so we want to give them another chance to attend a mock webinar on Monday. And the mock webinar on Monday would be held at 5 p.m. So after your college ends, maybe you can just take out, let's say, 15-20 minutes, and we can just have an informal talk on Monday at 5 p.m. So there are many features associated with this webinar. So which, for example, I can share, I can share, let's say, my presentation. For example, let me just do that. So I can do that, but for the time being, so what we can do is we can, for example, as I'm speaking, I will definitely present a lot of points during my next mock webinar. And similarly, the industry professionals will also be able to share with you their presentations. So they will be having a presentation, and they'll be sharing information about their companies, about the selection processes, and other details with you. So that's the first feature. And then you would also be able to ask questions to us. So for example, there you might have any questions, so you might pose a question to us. So that is also possible. And so look forward to attend the next mock web session on Monday at 5 p.m. So that's the point that I was trying to make. And next week, probably, we are going to have two companies sharing their knowledge with us. The first company is Tata Solar Power. So from Tata Solar Power, we would be having one senior manager who would be sharing information about Tata Power Solar, about what are the selection processes. So Tata Power Solar is one company, and then we would also be having the prospects of interacting with 2 more companies. So all this could happen in next week, either in next week or next to next week. So in these 2 weeks, you would be having the opportunity to interact with 3 companies. So first is Tata Power Solar that I already mentioned to you. The second is Infosys, and the third is Alstom. So everybody knows about Infosys, and Tata Power Solar is obviously into core manufacturing, and it manufactures PV modules of PV solar modules. So it would be of a lot of interest for mechanical as well as electronics students. And Alstom is clearly into core manufacturing. It's a multinational, and it has heavy requirements for, let's say, electronics, electrical, as well as mechanical engineers. So there are exciting times ahead in front of us. So I would request all of you to become serious and start attending these webinars. These webinars would really be helpful for you. There are some other points that I would like to make. For example, there was one student who mentioned that can we have all the students who have not registered with us on the WhatsApp groups that we have created. So ideally, we would not like to do that because this group is intended only for those students who have registered with us. And see, this might not be fair on our part to give an opportunity to those students who have not registered. So this would not be fair for those students who have registered. Now just imagine that someday, some student who has paid 200 rupees might come up to us and say that, "Sir, I have paid the money. Why are you giving an opportunity to the other students who have not paid?" In that case, I would have also not paid, and I would have also requested you for an opportunity. So this makes complete sense. So that is why we would not be giving an opportunity to those who have not registered with us. So I hope, since some of you have requested me for giving an opportunity, I clearly hope that all of you will understand this point and you will not raise this point again. If somebody wants to register, even in spite of the closing of the deadline, if they still want to register, they can let us know, they can inform us. But we cannot add them on WhatsApp group, and we cannot, add them on our portal. See, there might be some students who might be, copying and paste, copying courses, downloading courses from the login of their friends. This is fine with me, but the thing is that we are providing opportunities for you for placements. So this would only be available for those who have registered with us. So even if you are downloading the courses and if you are accessing the courses by using the login details of your friends, it doesn't make any difference to us. You can do that, but ultimately the opportunities will only be given to those who have registered with us. So this is not just about training. This is about placement opportunities as well. So that's another point that I was trying to make. uh, See, regarding the schedule of your employability skills test, many many training and placement officers have told us that the test should be scheduled in the, let's say, first week of January or the second week of January, because most of the students would be writing their university examinations by, let's say, the first week of December, and their exams would end by the, let's say, third week of December. So we completely buy that point, and we would be coming back to your colleges once again, most probably in the first or second week or third week of January, after discussing with your training and placement officers and HODs. So that is the tentative schedule for the employability skills test. And you do not worry about placement opportunities. We would be trying our level best, and we would be giving you placement opportunities. But first of all, you should score 60% in the employability skills test. And equally important is your improvement in the English language communication skill. I hope you make very good use of the training material that we have given, especially for English language training. So that is another thing that I wanted to point out. And so there is another company. There are two more companies which are willing to give share information with us. So these are 3i Infotech and Jain Irrigation Systems. So these two more companies are there with which we have already established contacts with the professionals, and so they would also be sharing their information with us. So this is in brief. This was just a mock webinar. So this is my office. You can see my office here in Mumbai. And so let's chat again on Monday, so that you have a clear idea of how a webinar is done and what goes on into a webinar and what you can expect from a webinar. So if you have any questions, you can post your comments just below the video. You can post the comments, and this video would be is being recorded as it is being broadcasted. It is being recorded, and it would be posted on YouTube, and it would also be posted on our Schoology platform. So please see the video, because this is useful information, and I have shared some important updates with you. So let's meet again on Monday. So Monday 5 p.m. is another mock webinar, and I would be sending you all the details on the Schoology platform. And again, a final request to all the students who have not received the registration email yet. Please check your spam folders once, and if you have not received the registration email in the spam folder, please send an email to sheetal.pillai @kabilbano.com, SHEETAL dot PILLEY KAABIL BANO.com. So please send an email with your college name, your email ID. So please send that as soon as possible. And one thing, take the courses very, very seriously. These are really important for you. If there are benefits which are available for you at a very, very fair price, I mean, one would be a fool not to take the benefits. So take the benefits. I understand that your curriculum is hard pressing you, but again, you should take our curriculum also very seriously, because this is for your career. So let's intake. So thank you so much for your time. Honestly, in the morning, because most of you would be having your classes starting from 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I just wanted to have this session very, very early in the morning, so that both you and I can be free the rest of the day. And so this is it that I have from my side. So let's again interact on Monday, 5 p.m. Thank you so much. Best of luck.